The people in your neighborhood, a Dvar Torah for Parashat Chukat. I've made a decision. I promised myself I wouldn't write about the Levim. This was due to two major factors. First, after 5 weeks of focusing on a single subject, I wanted to explore and make sure that I could still write about something different. Second, I didn't find a suitable manner to continue dealing with the topic I began with. I was not enticed even after noting that Ramban and Baal Tzor said that after stating Matnot Kehuna and Leviyah, this was the opportunity to mention that the purifying of the children of Israel should be done by Kohanim as well. The Parashat has many interesting subjects, and I am going to address one of them. Well, so much for decisions. Not that there isn't anything else to talk about. There is, and if I get over the Levim, I'm sure I'll be able to figure out what they are, but not this week. This week I was pulled back, kicking and screaming into a discussion I hadn't planned on having, and I'm getting ahead of myself again. What we're going to discuss intrigued me from Parashat Baalotcha already. A group of impure people ask Moshe why they can't offer the Pesach offering at its appointed time, and this is a question I would like an answer to myself. Why not? Where does it say that it's forbidden for Tmei Metim to offer a Korban Pesach? The answer is a little bit more complicated than what I'd expected. It doesn't say that Tmei Metim are forbidden to eat a Korban Pesach. There is a more general commandment for every impure person to eat any sacrifice, and there is a commandment to send Tmei Metim out of the camp. Therefore, they can't offer Korban Pesach because they can't approach the Mishkan, and they can't eat it because it's forbidden to eat any sacrifice while impure. Moshe's answer to these people is also well known. The impure will offer the sacrifice on the 14th day of Iyar, and until then, they will go through the purifying process, right? Fair? I have no way of knowing. Even if it is known that eating the sacrifice while impure is forbidden, how do they know how to become impure? That's not taught until Parashat Chukat. So, what's going to happen in this next month? What will cleanse them? That is why Rabbeinu Avadia Sforno teaches in his lessons that the red heifer, introduced at the beginning of Chukat, is not in its proper place. The laws of purification from touching a dead body were known before the laws of the second Passover were given, but they were inserted here 10 chapters later. This is another example of the rule we learned in Parashat Baalotcha, that there is no mukdam and meuchar b'Torah, that the Torah is not written chronologically, and if so, this means that this parasha was again inserted precisely here, and its location is intentional. If so, why are they here next to Parashat Korach after the dispute? Well, here Rabbi Avadia Sforno reluctantly brought me back to the story of the Levim. In his opinion, the episodes were written here because a new law of impurity was uncovered. Until now, Tumat Met behaved like most impurities. Those who touched and carried would become impure. Sharing an enclosed space with a dead body, however, would not cause impurity, meaning Tumat Oel. The special thing about a tent, Tumat Oel, tent impurity, is, according to Sforno, that the impurity of a tent is a sign of the evil of the neighborhood, that is, the bad environment. And this was the case with Korach. As Chazal say about him, woe to the wicked and woe to his neighbor. I'd like to offer some proof that Sforno's words are correct, because that the tent laws are related to bad neighbors, because it says that the only other impurity that defiles using a tent is the impurity of the leper, of the Metzorah, which according to the Gemara comes as punishment for a variety of social sins, the most famous of them being Lashon Hara, as we said, a evil neighborhood. And if we want to actually look at what the Levim have to do with this, the Levi Korach damaged the neighborhood atmosphere and thus created the laws of Tumat Met through Ohel. Therefore, the amendment should also be done by the family, by Elazar HaKohen. I hope that even though I couldn't stay away from the Levim, you enjoyed this Dvar Torah. If so, please share it with a friend, or maybe subscribe to my channel. I am Dovi Holtz, one who loves Tanakh.